Yeah, just coming into a comfortable lying down position. Just taking a minute just to feel that connection with the mat. Just noticing how you feel, noticing how your body feels. Just observing any tension. Making those wriggles you need to feel a little more comfortable. Noticing where your body meets the mat. The feeling of the ground underneath your body. And then just slowly bringing our awareness to our breath. Not changing anything, just noticing. How are you breathing today? And today's class is all about pranayama. The fourth limb is the art of breathing well. Prana means breath, vitality or energy, and yana to stretch. By practicing pranayama, we learn to regulate and extend our energy flow through the body. All too often we shallow breathe into our chests, and this can lead to tension and other problems. Breathing through the mouth makes the heart feel heavy, as it prevents us from fully relaxing. To counter this, we would try in yoga to breathe in and out through the nose. This filters the air and is believed by yogis to make a refined or rich prana. So now bringing your hands to your bellies, and let's just take 3 belly breaths right deep into our bellies. And just sigh them out of our mouths. Again, breathing right into your belly and out your mouth. One more time, breathing out through your belly and out through your mouth. Now try and regulate your breathing into breathing in and out through your nose. Just gently breathing in and out through your nose. Long, slow breaths. Really good. And then let's just bring our knees into our chest and just gently rotate.
So sorry, can you hear me?
Yes.
I don't know if it's just my computer, but you're very quiet.
Is it? I wonder if it's the music. I'm going to turn the, let me just... Oh, thank you for saying. Thank you so much for saying.
That's right. Well, I was getting like every 5th word. It's still relaxing.
Oh, not so good though. Lost the meaning behind all my pranayama there. Okay, that's cool. Thank you for saying that, and please always say something. Does that sound better now?
Yeah.
I think it's because I was trying to play my Spotify through the... Let's start again, shall we? Okay, so let's go to bring our knees into our chest, just gently rotating our knees, drawing circles on the ceiling, rotating one way and then the other. Oh, that feels good. Right, let's then separate our knees and rotate our knees separately, stirring those pots. Breathing in and breathing out, really using that out breath just to try and let go. And if breathing in and out through the nose is a bit too much, then honestly don't worry about having a nice breathe out through the mouth, because that can feel really good as well. Great. Then we bring our feet wide as the mat, and then we're just going to drop our knees from one side to the other in our windscreen wipers. Just noticing how your hip flexors feeling, how your hips feeling. Really nice. Then we're going to roll all the way onto our side, push into our top hand, and we're going to come to a seated position. And just finding a seated position that feels good for you. You might want to put a cushion just underneath your sitting bones if you find it hard. Remember, you can roll your blanket and put it around your ankles. You can put your legs out in front if you want. But just removing the flesh under your sitting bones so we're nice and grounded. Bringing that crown, lifting us up. Let's just close our eyes and take a few breaths here. Lovely, and we're going to drop our left hand down. We're going to bring our right arm up, and we're just going to gently lean over to the left hand side. Breathing into our ribs, breathing out just to stretch a little further. And rather than thinking about going down, I want you to think about going across, so sort of creating that lovely length all the way down your arm into your hips. And we come back to the centre, drop our right hand down, bring our left arm up, just check our shoulders not up by our ears, breathing in, and as we breathe out, just slowly stretch over to the right hand side. Breathing in, feeling that length all the way down the side of our body. Lovely. Then we're going to take our right hand, bring it to the outside of our left knee. Find length in our crown and twisting round. Again, using the in breath to find length and our out breath to twist. And if we can't twist any further, just stay there. But just breathe into the twist. So we're finding length all the time, thinking up rather than down. Then we come over to the other side, bring our left hand to the outside of our right knee, finding length in our crown, breathing in, and then breathing out to twist. Breathing in, and out. In, and out. Lovely. Then we're going to take, you stay where you are, but just to show you, I'm going to turn around. We're going to bring our hands, so our fingertips are facing our hips, and then we're just going to push into our fingertips. So we're bringing our chest, showing our chest to the sun. We don't need to drop our head all the way around, but just feeling a lovely stretch through the front of our body. Breathing in and out. Really nice. Then we're going to come back down to the centre. You stay where you are. I'm going to come a little bit closer because I'm going to demonstrate a breathing technique that we're going to start today. And this is called Ujjayi breathing. And it's meant to be like the sound of the waves or like really gentle sound. And what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in and out through your nose. But what you're going to imagine, you've got to try and tighten your larynx. So it's imagining you're breathing into a window to make it steam up. So you sort of go, so just take your hand and just have a go at doing that. And feeling which muscles you're tightening as you do it. Okay? And then I'm going to demonstrate for you now, and you're going to breathe in and out. I'm going to kind of exaggerate it so hopefully you can hear. Oh, Emma Lowry's in the waiting room. Brilliant. So we're going to breathe in and out, and it's going to sound a little like this. Can you hear me? Does it translate? Yeah, okay, cool. So it's quite weird, and it takes a little while to get used to it. Hi Emma, I'll make yourself comfortable. We're just looking at our Ujjayi breathing, which is a really good breathing technique. Okay, so let's have a go. Just stay sitting in a comfortable position. And then again, should we just start again by breathing onto our hand just to feel those muscles? So let's breathe all the way out first. And then we breathe in. You might want to close your eyes. And as you keep breathing like that, and as you do, just really imagining your ribs are expanding in and out. You can really feel it filling up to your chest. So, was that all right? How are you getting on there, guys? Feeling like you're getting it a little bit? It takes practice, but that's basically the Ujjayi breath, and it gives you, it's meant to be a really energizing breath, really helps you focus and concentrate, and it can really help you in your practice as well. And actually, I find it really helps learning how to breathe in and out through my nose. I couldn't really breathe in and out through my nose until I learnt that technique, because it kind of opened and expanded my airways. So let's now meet in tabletop. So with our knees underneath our hips and our arms underneath our shoulders. Taking a moment just to get our positioning right, maybe moving your hands around, fingertips pressing in, finding that grip on the mat. And then just trying to start with a flat back, so just looking just straight down. Just find stillness there. And then we're going to just breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Then tucking our tailbone under, we're going to breathe out as we drop our head down, push into our hands and feel a lovely stretch through our spine. Maybe nod and shake our head. And then breathing in, dropping our tummies, looking just ahead of us. Bring our shoulders away from our ears into our cow. Breathing out, tucking our tail under, dropping our head, letting our head feel heavy. Breathing in, looking just ahead of us. Feeling our tummy drop towards the mat. Breathing out, tucking our tails, dropping our head, arching like an angry cat. Breathing in, looking ahead, shoulders away from ears. Breathing out, tucking our tails under, dropping our heads. Let's do 3 more of these in our own time. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Really nice. Then we're going to come back down to our child's pose. Knees wide, toes together, arms in front of us. Bring our forehead to the mat. Let's just roll our foreheads. Give our head a little bit of a massage. Wriggle your hips. Stretch your arms out. Feel a lovely active stretch. Really nice. From there, we're going to come back up. We're going to tuck our toes under, bring our sitting bones up towards the ceiling and come into our first downward dog. So just walk your heels through, really pressing into your fingertips, making sure your shoulders are away from your ears. Nod and shake your head. And then let's just find stillness for 3 breaths. Try your Ujjayi breath here. Soft knees, in and out. Breathing in and out. Nice. And we're going to walk our feet towards our hands and our hands towards our feet. And just slowly roll all the way up. The head being the last thing that comes to the top. Really nice. From there, let's just roll our shoulders back. Breathing in and out. Brilliant. Let's find our lovely Tadasana. So rolling the shoulders back, hands down by our hips, feet hip distance apart. Lift your toes, grip your toes onto the mat, finding that connection, grounding down as our crown lifts up. 3 breaths here. Last breath. Then we're going to bring our arms up towards the sky. Bring them behind our head. Tuck our chins under. We're going to roll all the way back down to the mat. Let our arms drop. Let our heads be heavy. Nod and shake when we get down. Knees still soft. And then tucking our tails under. Breathing in as we roll all the way back up. And when we get to the end of your breath, just hold it for a few seconds as you raise your arms up. Then we're going to tuck our hands behind our head and breathe out as we roll all the way back down. And we go quite actively. Drop your hands. Breathing in as you come all the way back up, and when you get to the end of your breathing in, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Arms up. Breathing out as we roll all the way back down. Drop your arms. Breathing in, rolling up. Hold the breath. Breathing out, rolling down. Let's do 2 more of these. Let your arms drop. Breathing in. Hold. Breathing out. Really nice. Breathing in. Hold. Last one. Breathing out. When you get to the bottom, you're going to stay there. Really nice. Right, staying here, we are going to... No, we're not going to stay here. We're going to roll all the way back up. Sorry. And then I'd like you all just to stop and watch me, and I'm going to demonstrate our sun salutations. We're going to take these really slowly, but most of us haven't really done much of this before. Okay, so we start at the top of our mat. We're going to breathe in. We bring our hands up above our head. We can just gently just show our hearts to the sun and breathing in. And then we breathe out. We fold forward, come all the way down to the mat. Then we breathe in and we come to a flat back. So we just come a little way up, come to a flat back. Then we're breathing out. We're going to step our bodies back. We can just take our time to get it right, get our hands in the right place. And we're going to come down to a plank with our knees on the ground. From here, you're going to tuck your elbows in and you're going to come all the way down to the mat. Then we're going to breathe in as we look up. And again, at the beginning, we're just going to come very gently up. Then we're going to breathe out, bring our body all the way back up into our downward dog. And then we take 3 breaths here. And then we're going to walk our feet back up to the front of our mat. Breathe into a flat back. And then breathe out all the way up to the top. And we start again. So it looks quite complicated, but bear with me. And we'll take it really slowly together. Okay? As you're doing it though, try not to crane your neck to look at what I'm doing, but try and listen to my instructions. And at any point you can just come into a child's pose and just focus on your breathing. So let's all start at the front of our mats with our feet hip distance apart. Just lift your toes, connect with the mat. Okay, here we go. Breathing in, bring your arms up above your head. Look up to the ceiling. Breathing out, coming all the way down to the mat. Breathing in, coming up to a flat back, hands on the calves, shins. Breathing out, we're going to step back, all the way back into a lowered plank with our knees on the ground. Then we're going to get our elbows really tight in as we all the way down, breathing in all the way down to the mat. Then coming up just gently into a back bend, just to where it feels comfortable. Breathing out, we're going to lift our sitting bones high and come into our downward dog. We'll take 3 breaths here. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, out. Knees nice and soft, last breath. Then we're going to walk our feet all the way back up to our hands. Come up to a flat back as we breathe in. Then we're going to breathe out as we come all the way back up. Breathe in. And then out to come back to our heart center. Let's do it again. Breathing in, arms up, looking up. Breathing out all the way down. Breathing in, flat back. Breathing out, step back to our plank or our low plank with our knees down. Get your hands come into the right place. Breathing in, hugging the elbows into your sides as we come down to the mat. Just gently bringing ourselves up as we still breathe in. Breathing out, we come back into our downward dog. 3 breaths here. Check your shoulders. Nod and gently shake your head. Keep your knees soft. 1 more breath. Really use your breath. Then we're going to walk our feet all the way back up to the front of the mat and breathing in, come to a flat back. Breathing out, we're going to come all the way up, breathing in, and then back to the center. And again, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, flat back. Breathing out, step into our low plank. Breathing in all the way down. And bring it up just to a gentle back bend. Breathing out, coming down, back into our downward dog. 3 breaths here. In, out. In, out. Last one. Walk our feet all the way back up to the front. Breathing in, flat back. Breathing out, lower down. Breathing in, bring our hands all the way up to the top. Breathing out, our hands into heart centers. Really good, let's go. Breathing in, looking up. Show your heart. Breathing out, blow all the way down. Breathing in, flat back. Breathing out, stepping back all the way to our plank. Knees on the ground. Breathing in, elbows, elbows, elbows. Gentle back. Push a little further if it feels comfortable. Breathing out, all the way up into our downward dog. 3 breaths here. Check your shoulders, check your knees, lift your sitting bones higher if you can. Last breath. Walking our feet all the way back to our hands. Breathing in, bringing our up to a flat back. Breathing out, folding all the way down to the mat. Breathing in, coming all the way back up to the top. Breathing out, back to the heart center. Last one, breathing in. Show us your heart. Breathing out, folding all the way down. Breathing in, flat back. Breathing out, stepping back, long. Bring your knees down. All the way down to the mat. Breathing in, back bend. Pushing into your hands a little further if you can. Breathing out into your downward dog. 3 breaths here. Last breath. Brilliant. Then we're going to walk our feet all the way to our hands. Breathing in, flat back. Breathing out, let go. Breathing in, all the way up. Breathing out, back to your heart center. Well done, everyone. Is everyone okay over there? Show me a thumbs up. Yay, good. We like that. Survived. Excellent. Okay, from here we're going to take a big step out. We're going to come into a horse pose. So our feet are kind of like a ballerina facing out on a diagonal. And we want to make sure our knees are not past our toes, so we can still see our toes. And we want to really sink our sitting bones down here. Lift your toes. Try and spread your toes out so you've got that real connection with the mat. Brilliant. Bring your hands to your hips. Roll your shoulders back. Let's take 5 breaths here. See if you can focus on your Ujjayi breathing. Last breath. Lovely. From there we're going to tuck our toes so they're pointing each other now and our heels are going out, pigeon toed. We're going to bring our chest up, look towards the ceiling, and then we're going to breathe in. And as we breathe out, we're going to fold all the way down towards the mat. Let your arms just rest down. You might want to play around with how far apart your feet are. You might want to get wider or a bit nearer. Just check you've got those soft knees. Just gently nod and say, shake your head. And then you're going to breathe in and push into your hands so you come to kind of a flat back again. And then breathe out, go back down again. Really use the breath. You might want to just breathe out through your mouth if you've been doing a lot of breathing through your nose. Or you might be really feeling that lovely rhythm of the Ujjayi breathing. 2 more breaths. Undoing inner knots. Breathing is to the mind what asana is to the body, a tool to unravel inner knots that stop you from relaxing. Use your breath. Lovely. Bring your hands back to your hips. Keep your knees nice and soft. Your head be the last thing that comes up, rolling all the way back up, and then heel toe, back to the center. Really nice. we're going to do a little bit of a balance. We're going to do our dancer again. So let's put all our weight into our left foot. Lift your toes, spread your toes, connect and ground that foot. As you ground that foot, feel the lightness in your right foot. Grab hold of your ankle, bring your knees together first of all. From there, just find your balance. Find something to gaze at, just to keep your focus. Then we're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, we're going to push into our hand and bring our left arm up as a counterbalance. Really pushing into that hand, using your breath. Let's take 3 breaths here. Push, push, push into that hand. Really find length as well as you do it. Through the body. 1 more breath. Brilliant. And then come back down to center. Well done, everyone. Let's go over to the other side. Now our right foot connects with the ground. Lifting the toes, separating the toes. Feeling the weight of that grounding foot. Then we're going to grab hold of the left ankle. Take a moment to bring your knees together to align your body so you're nice and straight to start off with. Hips, I've got the headlights facing out to the front. Then we're going to breathe in. And as we breathe out, we're going to push into that hand. Bring our right arm up as a counterbalance. Gaze on that lovely spot that's going to keep you secure. Gaze. Find length. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Brilliant. Well done, everyone. Let's come back center. Let's just shake that out a little. Let's do a few lovely hang tough things. Excellent. Brilliant. Right, from there, we're going to just fold forward. We're going to come into a downward dog. We're going to bring our left foot into the center of our mat. Our right foot we're going to push out behind us, making sure our hips are nice and steady. So our hips stay nice and straight. From there we're going to bring our knee into the center of our hands at the front. We're going to let our left foot come down onto the mat. So the top of the foot's on the mat. So we're now in our proud pigeon. Our front knee is bent and we should feel a lovely stretch down the glute into your hips here. This is our proud pigeon. Just take a few breaths here to see how that's feeling, to notice any tightness. And maybe that's just where you want to stay. But if you feel you want a little more stretch, you can just gently, slowly walk your hands forward and start to bring your head to the ground. And really use the breath, breathing into the tension, using the out breath to let go. Taking 5 more breaths here. Two more breaths. Really use the breath deep into the hip. Even if it feels too tight at any point, you can always come back to your proud pigeon. Brilliant. And then, everyone, we're going to come back up to our proud pigeon. We're going to drop onto our bum cheek, basically. And then we're going to grab hold of the left ankle, just like we did in Dancer. And then we're going to come back up onto our knees. So we're going to come off our sitting bone there. And now we're in our mermaid pose. So you should feel a lovely stretch down your hip flexor. 2 more breaths here. Really nice. Last breath. Brilliant. And we gently let go of that. to tuck that back foot under. And we're going to come back into our three-legged dog and then back to our downward dog. Brilliant. You might want to just step those feet through, just walking the feet through. Then we bring our right foot into the center of our mat and our left foot back behind us into our three-legged dog. 2 breaths here. And then we're going to bring the knee all the way between the front hands. And then we're going to let that back leg back. I'm coming off my mat. There we go. Okay, so we should have a lovely folded foot at the front here. Knee pointing forwards. And then our top of our foot down on the mat. Just take a moment to notice how this side feels compared to the other side. Breathe into the tension. Use the out breath to release. And either we're going to stay here or you're going to slowly creep your hands all the way forward. Really imagining the breath expanding the rib cage as you lie there. Try and bring the breath to the back of your rib cage if you can. Two more breaths. Last breath. And we're going to slowly creep ourselves back up to our proud pigeon. We're going to drop our bums down to the mat for a second, grab hold of our right ankle, and then come back up onto our knees for mermaid on the other side. Last breath, really use your breath. Brilliant. Then we're going to bring our legs out in front of us wide. So our legs are out wide in front of us. Take the flesh away from our sitting bones again. And then we're going to bring our left arm up. And we're going to slowly stretch down the right leg. We're going to breathe into our ribs. Just going to see where feels comfortable, using that out breath. Trying to look under our armpit so we don't collapse forward completely, but trying to look under your armpit. And we're going to slowly come back up to the center. Let's take our right arm up now. Slowly creep that hand along, using the breath. Last one. And we're going to slowly come back up to the center. Then we're going to bring the crown, feel the crown lifting us up, and then we're going to creep our hands forward, creeping forward, looking down, just toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Nod and shake your head, make sure your shoulders are away from your ears, and just hang out here. Really use the breath. Try to keep those sitting bones connected with the mat. Breathing into the inner thighs where you might be feeling tight. Finding length. Letting go. Just let go. to slowly creep our hands all the way back up to the centre. Let's just shake our legs out a bit, feeling that tension. Well done everyone, you've done the hard part now. We're just moving into our relaxation and our wind down now. So let's just roll down to the mat, one vertebra at a time. Really using the strength of our abdominals all the way to the mat. And then we're going to stretch out. Stretch from your fingers to your toes, wriggle your hips. Breathe into your tummies, breathe into your toes, breathe into your fingertips, stretch your toes away, stretch your hands away. Lovely. Now let's come into our gravity pose with our hands above our shoulders and our feet above our hips, and just gently rotating. Oh, trying to separate the fingers and toes a little, and then clench them in and spread them out, and clench them in, spread them out, rotate. Rotate different ways, one way than the other. Really nice. Then bring your knees in. And then we're going to grab hold of the outside edges of our feet. We're going to come into happy baby. So imagine a baby lying on the baby mat, feet above you, hands on the outsides of your feet, your knees are bent, and you can just gently roll and rock. Maybe stretch one foot and stretch the other, but just play around, see what feels right. Just having a little rock, just letting that lower back release. Really good. Then we're going to bring our knees back into our chest, our arms out to a T, and we're going to drop our knees over to the right hand side. Feel a lovely stretch through the lower back. Really trying to connect that left shoulder with the mat. Breathing a lovely warm glow into where it feels tight. Using the out breath to let go, even if it doesn't do anything, just the intention of letting go. Surrendering to the release. One more breath here. Lovely. Coming back up to the centre, and we're going to rock those feet all the way over to the other side. Again, connecting that right shoulder blade with the mat. Maybe wriggling our shoulders to make sure they're still in a nice T. Breathe deep into the belly. Let's breathe into the belly and just sigh out of the mouth. Breathing in and out. One more time, breathing in and out. One more time, breathing in and just let go. Really nice. Now's the time, everybody, to get yourselves comfortable for your Shavasana. So roll onto your side and a jumper if you need one. Getting comfy. If your lower back's feeling tight, maybe putting a cushion underneath your knees. If even that's not comfortable, bringing your feet as wide as the mat and dropping your knees into each other. So you want to bring your knees in together because that will allow your lower back to switch off. But ideally, everyone should be lying in their corpse pose. Getting your blanket on. Wriggling those last wriggles to make sure that you're as comfortable as you could possibly be. Scratching that place that might start to feel a bit itchy as soon as you sit still. And first of all, just take a moment to thank yourself. Thank yourself for taking the time to do this, even though you were tired, even though you could have easily not done it. Thank yourself and your body, because this is what makes us feel better in the long run. And just notice any tension in your forehead and let it go. As it goes, let the thoughts go with it. Be aware of the position of your tongue. Allow it to lie at the bottom of your mouth. Notice the tension in your jaw. Let your jaw relax. Moving your shoulders a little, let them relax. Imagine the tension flowing down your arms, just seeping out of your fingers. Be aware of your breath, the pranayama, the tension in your chest. Let it go. Imagine it flowing through your legs, down your thighs, past your knees, past your ankles, into your toes and away from your body. Now to your breath. Paying attention to the in-breath, paying attention to the out-breath. Paying really close attention to the still points between the breaths. Now bring your awareness to your throat. Consciously relax your throat. Imagine it dropping to the back of your neck, open, unrestricted, and spacious. Now just let go. Let go of all thoughts. Let go of all worries. Surrender to this moment of healing, compassion, and love for your body, for your mind, for your soul. I'm going to read once more what I read at the beginning of the class. Because pranayama is the fourth limb of yoga, and it's the art of breathing well. Prana means breath, vitality or energy. Ayana, to stretch. Pranayama regulates and extends energy flow through the body, all too often we shallow breathe into our chest only, and this can lead to tension and other problems. Yogis believe that breathing through the mouth can make the heart feel heavy, as it prevents us fully relaxing. To counter this, we try and breathe in and out through the nose. This filters the air and is believed by yogis to make refined and rich prana. Today you've learned Ujjayi breathing, victorious breathing, which both energizes and relaxes. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. There's plenty of time, so just take your time. Maybe stretch your body if that feels right. Or curl into a ball, bring your knees into your chest. Do what feels right for you to bring you back into the room. And when you're ready, rolling onto your side and just take a few breaths on your side. And slowly coming up into a seated position. And always, as always, once we're seated, we bring our hands to our heart centres. We raise them to our foreheads to encourage kind thoughts, to our lips to encourage kind words, and our hearts to encourage kind intentions. Thank you everyone. I hope you enjoyed your practice today. Did you? How did you find the sun salutations, Kerry? Were they okay? Were they quite hard?
They were okay. The pigeon pose I found quite hard on my ankle, but
Yeah.
the breathing was good. I liked that breathing.
Good. Yeah, you should practice that, Kerry, because that might help you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, Amy.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Good, I'm glad.
See you tomorrow.
Have a nice sleep, everybody.
Thank you too.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Did you hear my guy coming to the door?
No, but I saw you getting up.
Yeah, okay. I thought it annoyed them. I didn't realise I was unmuted.
Oh, that doesn't matter. I was worried that you'd had enough of my yoga and that I was too hard for your back. Oh.